you are new to the channel and you're here for Switch 2 news, we are going to get to that. Just be patient. You're going to hear some things about the Switch 2, but we have other breaking news on stuff that nobody else is covering. We got to talk about Arcade 1-Up breaking news. I have a flashback, Kev. The people who are new to the channel might not have seen our flashbacks where we go back in time and look at a video. We have non-tent of the week.
We do?
We have non-tent of the week, which is always exciting.
My favorite.
We'll talk about that in a second, but first let's just break right in, Kev, with this news. Now, I want to tell everybody, you may have noticed a shift in the Illuminati Arcade 1-Up influencers where they're starting to just hate Arcade 1-Up. We know that. We've seen that, Kev, right? I mean, you gotta agree. There has been a shift from the 19-cent Foxes, the 1-Up kids, the Mike B's, everybody has shifted off. Yes. And I have the reason why. I know one of the reasons why, Kev.
Okay.
Because they didn't get an email that I got recently, which relates to becoming one of the new Arcade 1-Up influencers. Now, apparently, there's a company that's sending creators emails about being an Arcade 1-Up influencer, and it's my assumption that these Illuminati shills have not gotten this email, and they are very upset. So let me share pieces of this email. I'm not going to share it all, okay? But I will share pieces. Here's one piece of it. Let me bring that up. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, take a look at it, Kev, because
I hope this message finds you well and inspired. I am Head.
I don't know who Head is, first of all.
Max Headroom, and we are representing our client, Arcade 1-Up, and I'm so pleased to have the opportunity to link up with you. Your content is seriously impressive. Whoa, not just impressive.
Yes, whoa. Seriously. So it goes on to the next. There's more to it, but then it goes and reads this.
Okay.
I think your channel would be perfect fit for Arcade 1-Up. Well, Kev, obviously they know that we are the #1 Arcade 1-Up channel, so that's why it would be sent to me.
Of course.
Obviously. I mean, this is a no-brainer why I would get this and the shills wouldn't. And then look at this. They are enticing me with, you'll be getting a unique affiliate code once your interest is approved.
Wow.
Oh, and then I'll get money back. You will earn some money.
Nice.
Wow.
Man,
can you believe that I got this, Kev, and the shills didn't, and this is why they are all pissed off about 1-Up? I mean,
well, hey, we talk more 1-Up than they do now because they don't have any 1-Ups behind them, and there's no money in it for them. We never did it for the money.
this is a true story, Kev. This is that. This is what they are doing. They've hired a third party to get influencers, and none of these shills are on board, obviously, because they're all pissed off, and Arcade 1-Up sucks, so they didn't get the emails that the rest of us got. Sorry, Illuminati 1.0 or 4.0, whatever you're at. It looks like you guys are out. The Rexer show is in. So I will be selling 1-Ups and getting some profit.
Does that mean you are rounding up people for the Illuminati 3.0? Yes. Can I
I will be sending recommendations to this company.
Okay.
You know, to say, hey, I think Kevgret is a very good, 1-Up content producer.
I need affiliate codes.
So just send me an email, and you guys can get in the program.
Love it. All right, I look forward to that email. I didn't get it yet, but
you didn't get it yet, but maybe you will. Okay.
Beautiful. All right.
Let's move on to non-tent of the week. Non-tent is one of our favorite segments of this show, and basically it's content that should never have been done. So if you're new to the show, this is content that can be done in a community post, or even less, just not even done at all, because it doesn't matter. You can do a short on it, and be done with it. So this is when people waste your time with videos. Now, Kev, we know that the current champ and reigning champ, multi-reigning champ, is Mike B, the Game Genie.
Yes.
Okay,
no
he is the content king.
Hold on.
So I'm gonna let him, Kev.
Yeah, he's got 20 out of 25 on our list.
At least 20 out of 25 wins on the non-tent of the week. Now I'm gonna let him tell us how we're gonna decide who gets the non-tent award. Okay, I'm gonna show a little video. And he's gonna lead us the way to show us who should be getting the non-tent of the week award. So let's listen to this video and let's see what he has to say here.
Anybody went to the event, can you please let us know if they actually showed anything? So
okay, so let me pause it there. He's talking about Arcade 1-Up at IGN.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let's just go on and see what he has to say. We'll redo it again here.
To the event, can you please let us know if they actually showed anything? So, of course, this bellhead, Keo Deacon, comes on and he was like, they did announce something.
What?
They didn't fucking...
Whoa. Why are we calling names now all of a sudden? You're calling people you don't even know.
What did Keo Daikin do?
And mocking him? What did Keo Daikin do to you? Why are you so angry?
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Like I didn't even know he knew who Keo Daikin was because he claims he never watched his content. And
they stole his video
now
for
we're
content.
name calling. Now we're name calling and we're bashing Keo Daikin.
By the way, they did announce something.
Why aren't you bashing us, Mikey Dupin?
Yeah,
why aren't you bashing us, not some innocent bystander who did content before you that you are so mad about?
Wow.
So let's go back and just
let
him finish.
He was like, they did announce something. They didn't fucking announce something. Keo talked to one of the representatives there and was like, hey man, you coming out with anything new? And they were like, yeah, we're doing a Pac-Man pub table at Costco this year.
That's new.
That's it for 2025.
Okay, wait for
And then
it,
he
Kev.
asked, well, any new games coming? They're like, we do have new licenses, but that won't be till possibly 2026. So the big news is they didn't do anything at IGN Live. And the only thing they have coming out this year is a Pac-Man pub table. No XL, no more deluxe cabs,
interesting.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Mike, the big news is there was no news.
Exactly.
What? Wait, say that again. Wait, hold on. Finish it
Deluxe
again.
cabs, nothing.
Mm-hmm. So Mike, the big news is there was no news.
Exactly.
Oh, all right. Well,
there it is.
There it is. Whoever did content on this IGN is going to win Content of the Week. So, Kev, we have to find who did content on this. Now, there's a lot of possible people out there, you know, who may have done content on this IGN and made multiple videos, actually. So I'm going to put up the winner whose video is titled Arcade 1-Up 2025 Plans Revealed. Kev.
But wait, it can't be Mike B because he just said they didn't announce anything.
Well, of course, that would make logical sense.
Yeah.
That there was no news.
No news, so
he's
no
not
video.
Going to be doing any video on this, of course.
It's not him. It's not
let's
him.
bring up the winner.
Okay, bring up.
Oh, there he is. Holy smokes. Mike B did a 11-minute video.
The video I
Kev,
did on Monday.
Unreal.
11-minute video on IGN at Arcade 1-Up and plans revealed.
What a scumbag.
The same guy. The same guy who bashed Keo Daikin for doing
said it was no
supposed
news.
non-tent, no news. And Kev, here's the funny thing. Not only did he do a video before this, he did this video for 11 minutes to say there was no news.
Unreal.
And then he did a stream about it. And then he went on Standard Super Game Reviews. You cannot make this stuff up.
This is, hold on. I got to put him in there. There he goes. Number 21. Yeah. Mike B. What? First of all, Keo Daikin brings a scoop to the community, whether you like it or not. He beats all the content creators, and he gets the vitriol of Mike B. What? You disgusting animal! Why would you yell at Keo because he brought something that you didn't get approved? They're mad at him.
Mad at him.
And then,
it's so funny.
They're so mad at him. They steal his content. Everybody did a video on it. It's like, what is going on? It's unbelievable.
So, still reigning champ.
There it is.
Mike B for Content of the Week. But Kev, it gets better. It gets more funny. This is one of the comments in his video.
Stop. That's amazing. Stop,
Somebody's catching on.
Oh, the jig is up, Mike B. You can't stretch your videos anymore.
I mean, come on. We all know he has to stretch them past 8 minutes to add
get
ads
the
to get
algorithm.
more revenue. You're learning, Jeff. You are learning.
Oh, that was awesome.
That is
unreal. Well, congratulations, Mike.
All right, we will get to the Switch and why it's the greatest in just a second. Before we do that, Kev, I just want to, if you can just bring up, we are friends with Glenn and we want to support Glenn's product. If you're not familiar with Glenn's, we hope some Switch people come into here and they look at this and they stay online here and just take a look at this. This is one of our buddies. He's a pillar in the community. Glenn's Retro Show. He's doing his own, what's called the FU arcade, which stands for full size unit. And he's Kickstarter starting soon, and we just want to go over it really quick. We're not going to talk about it in depth now. We're going to do another video on it, but I figured maybe there's some Switch people on here that aren't familiar with this. Kev, just talk about it really quickly.
Yeah, so what you have here, and you have the Kickstarter. I'll go down. There's a bunch of different price points. So you can get in at $9.99. You can go all the way up to $1,600 here, $1,800. He has everything you want to get going. He has the DK hood. He's got control panels, Rexer, with your iCari sticks, with your driving things, and it comes with a Viper. It comes with a rotating screen. This thing is packed, absolutely packed. It starts on the 25th, and like you said, we'll probably do a little more in-depth video on this, but I have to figure out which one I'm going to get, the 19 rotating or the other screen. So this is great. Congratulations to Glenn getting this off. This was so stressful for him, and we'll cover it in some more depth. At some point.
Probably after it launches, as soon as we can get back on air, guys. But there's a lot to unpack there. That's much. A dedicated video. Actually, there's a lot to unpack there. And hopefully nothing changes with the economy or tariffs that will impact that. But you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
And while we're disclosing, obviously we disclose our relationship with Glenn. We have no other disclosures to make. We're going to talk about X Arcade a little bit. We'll talk about I don't know, some other stuff. Paul Barris,
Paul's in the house.
Paul has been waiting for us to do a video. I know he's been sitting there. Weeks have gone by. We haven't done a show, and people are like begging. I know Paul's one of them. We made his day with this one. Go ahead.
He doesn't want to buy a Switch until he gets our opinion. He's waiting for a Switch. $10 from Paul Barris. Arcade's one of big news is no news, just like the last 3 years. What's up, Braxton Kid? Exactly. 3 years now, right? Time Crisis is their last release. That's it. That's and a crane, right? And a crane.
I mean, how the shills right now are like calling each other. Did you get that email? How come I'm not in the influencer program? What are we gonna do? So when their mind shifts when it comes to if they do get in the program, then everything will shift. Look at these 1-ups, guys. They're so great. Here's my affiliate link.
Well, right now they're so busy trying to get in the basic funds pants, so they can't. Arcade 1-ups, the fat chick in the corner now. They're trying to get. It's so laughable.
Can anybody tell me in the chat if they have any of their 1-ups still behind them? In any of their videos, they used to have 30 1-ups behind them. Do they still do that, or I'm assuming they trashed them all, Kevin?
Well, we know 19 Cent doesn't have them. Mike B doesn't have them. Nobody has them. P Chump sold his. It's over. It's over. Next week it'll be WrestleMania Basic Fun. That's what WrestleFest. Speaking
of 19 Cent Fox, I have to congratulate him. Okay. He go ahead and take that.
Papa Brad. $2 from Papa Brad's Gaming. Arcade 1-Up knows the #1 channel. They probably had Rexer proofread that email before they sent it out. That's how much they respect the #1 Arcade 1-Up channel, Brad.
No question. No question. I was going to pilot that program. Okay. 19 the YouTube creator content world is so dry, right? Except for Switch 2, which we'll talk about. That people were struggling to come up with stuff. And I can't believe somebody sent me this or posted it in one of our Discords, but apparently 19 Fox streamed a game for the first time in 5 years. Like, I've never seen the guy play any game besides maybe 10 seconds of an Arcade 1-Up, whatever it was. And finally, he's actually playing games. Okay. So kudos to him for playing the games. There's only one problem with it. I mean, First, he had, audio issues, I guess, on his first video. I don't know. I didn't watch it, but here's some of it. I'm not going to play the audio, really, but apparently he had audio. But welcome to the club, 19 Cent, because 8 years ago when we all first started streaming video games, we all went through the same problem of, we all went through the same problem of having audio issues,
Oh, my God. There he goes.
But anyway, he's playing Iron Meat, and the other funny thing is, because he's got it on easy level, probably. You know, he had to put it on easy level in order to get through the game, which is kind of funny. Because apparently the first time it was too hard, so he went back and put it on easy. But hey, I'm not gonna mock him for putting it on easy. We'll give him congratulations for actually playing a game 19 cent. We appreciate it. Yeah. But, you know, obviously soon he won't do that once he realizes he doesn't make any money and nobody watches it and he doesn't do it for the fun. What's up, DKOG?
Speaking of Iron Meat, this man has...
Who changes a game to easy? I don't think I've ever changed a game to easy mode. Never.
There's no point. Like, what's the point?
If it doesn't default to... If I'm playing default... or higher, I'm not going down, okay? Because if the company thinks I should be at this level from default, then I probably, as a gamer, because they're probably making it for maybe the general public, you're not switching it to easy mode. You just don't do that, you know?
No, you're not doing
Semi-embarrassing, but anyway. All right. Let's talk about why Switch 2 is the greatest cab in the world. Kev?
Who says that, though? You?
I'm saying that, and I'll tell you why after. Okay. We're going to go over the Golden Tee, but that is different. We're going to talk about that. But let's go into Switch 2. Give us your opinion on what's been going on with Switch 2 and what you think of it, Kev. And then I will tell you why it's the greatest, and I will refute possibly what you are saying.
So Switch 2 is out. The Nintendo fanboys astroturfed it, made it a success as far as selling goes. Supposedly the fastest selling console in history. But let's forget about those pesky little 2020 supply chain issues when PS5 and Xbox couldn't get on the shelves. One exclusive game, actually two, but one from Nintendo, Mario Kart World. People are bored of it already. You can see them. They stopped streaming it. I watched the guy stream Splatoon 3 instead of Mario World. He waited 7 days online in New York for the Switch.
People are bored of it already.
People are bored of it already.
Are all gamers bored of it? No. I would say maybe I say Steps in here. She continues to play it. I would guess that she's still enjoying it, but you know, she can comment. But go ahead, keep going.
So it released with a bunch of games that you could play over the last 10 years. So there's nothing there. If you just bought this unit and bought Mario World Kart, you would be fine. Any other game is not exclusive. There's nothing here that you had to wait in line for. Those games will be coming, but they're not here today. So if you don't like racing in Mario Kart World, being number 1 for 3 laps, then getting hit with a blue shell, then a banana peel, and coming in 14th, then you shouldn't be playing this game. I mean, that's basically
I saw some of that. Okay.
that's all it is. It's unbalanced right now. So that's my opinion on it. It's not ready. It's Switch 2. It's like 1.4. You know, it's not even 2.0. So
see, Kev, now
tell me what
come on. All right. Paul Barris, I'm definitely on the fence about buying a Switch 2. Like most people, I would say like most people now who didn't just buy it, you know, earlier and pre-order. Why am I buying it? Where's the physical media, Nintendo?
Yeah. You don't own anything
physical
anymore.
Media is on its way out.
It's dead.
2025 and it's on its way out. And I personally don't care except for one reason, and that's trading and giving games to people, which I hate that you can't do that with digital media. But there's some other benefits with digital media. But anyway, do you have any comment on this statement, Kev?
Here's the thing. Most people in this chat are older. We're diehards. We love physical. Most people coming up, they don't want physical.
They don't want physical. They don't care.
They don't care. Like, as far as this Nintendo thing goes, they don't care. They're like, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah. Let's get back to what did you think you were getting with the Switch 2, Kev? It wasn't the Nimbus Switch, the Nintendo Nimbus 2. It was the Nintendo Switch 2. So tell me, what did you not get that you thought you were going to get, and then tell me what when they came out and told you what you were going to get, what didn't they deliver on when they told you what they were going to get before they actually sold it? So can you explain that to me?
Yeah. So it needed to launch with Metroid. It needed to launch with a Zelda.
But you knew it wasn't.
Well, yeah, that's why I didn't buy it. So I knew it. It needs to be free to chat. I shouldn't have to pay to hit the C button, which is baked on the controller.
Well, you don't until March of something. I believe you get free chat until March of next year. But you will. And you do have to be, I think, I don't know if it's a separate, charge.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know what it,
then you're online anyway. You need the online anyway, but anyway, you get the
I
chat
shouldn't
for
have
free,
to pay. I shouldn't have to pay $10 for a tutorial video that PlayStation gives you Astrobot's Playroom for free, which is amazing.
I'm not disagreeing with this,
right?
Okay, these are the things that all of these Nintendo clowns are crying about, and yet they all knew that this is what was happening when
they bought it. And they bought it.
It's a Switch 2, Kev. You got 4K, right? You didn't expect 8K, did you?
Well, there's no OLED, but there's an OLED on the Switch. Give us the OLED. Come on, for this price.
I'm docking it anyway. I rarely play. It's not a big deal to me.
Okay.
Go get the Switch OLED then. What's you get 120 FPS on these games, right?
Exactly. You could get the Switch OLED for $249 right now. So, I mean, this thing's $500 with Mario World.
I'm just trying to figure out. It's the Switch Pro or the Switch 2. You guys were all goo goo gaga over the Switch Pro. I can't wait for the Switch Pro again. Then they're going to do a Switch 2. You got a Switch Pro. You got a Switch 2, Kev. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't buy it. I'm waiting. Okay. I'm waiting. Right. I'm sticking to my guns.
I just don't know what else people want besides what they gave you, besides the games that you're trying about. Now, let me say one thing, okay? I want to show a video of Maximilian Dude, because I was hoping one thing would get better. And that one thing was now don't confuse this with online play of modern games like Street Fighter 6 or whatever. I don't want to confuse you guys with that. Let me find this screen here. Hopefully I can show it. Is this it? No. Let me add it real quick, guys. Give me 1 second because I want to show his.
Plus, Steps can speak to this. It's very hard to get your friends in your lobby. Like, there's no invite system from what I understand. It's
I have
not
a new Pro controller. I'm going to see what it's like. I'm not good at slow caliber with this.
So sorry if it's too loud. Let me bring it back. So I was hoping that the online functionality of the retro consoles, let's call them retro consoles, would get better with the Ethernet. With this, Maximilian does this video and it's horrible. The latency is bad. Everything, and I've complained about this myself. That you play these games online of the old retro, and it kind of sucks. I mean, it's fun, but just if they could get rid of that once in a while latency where you get this huge lag. It's no good. I was hoping they'd improve on that, but they didn't. It's still just as bad, according to Maximilian Dude. Now, does that mean it's going to be bad on Mortal Kombat, Legacy Arcade? No, it doesn't mean that. Does it mean it's going to be bad on? No, it's just for these portions of the online play. So
what do you think what do you think of the fact they had 8 years and they did not make any changes to the menus over 8 years? Every new console gives you a new menu outline, new tiles. This thing literally is the Switch again. Your game
because it is a Switch, Kev. I'm not going to say it again. Okay, it's the Switch 2. It's not the like I said, it's not the Nimbus 2 or the Nintendo Ninja. It's
So does that mean on
Switch?
But wait, on Switch 5, it's still going to be the same tiles going across and boring.
But it's not going to be the Switch 5. Is it the Wii 5?
Well,
are we on the Wii 5?
No. What if they make a Switch 3? They've already made a Switch 2 with no upgrades to the menu system. It's so bad.
When they do a big change to a console, they change the name. Okay,
so you're saying 8
That's
years.
What Nintendo does. It's not what PlayStation does. It's not what Xbox
so there's no changes in 8 years. So now we have to have another 8-year system of no changes to their menus.
Stop bragging on Nintendo. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is the greatest console in the history of consoles.
Okay.
Because YouTube creators have made so much content on it.
Yes.
They have just influxed you and just drowned you and saturated YouTube, and they are making money hand over fist by just putting Switch 2 in the title. Ask RGT85. He's buying houses with the Switch 2.
Yes.
He doesn't care about whether the game plays good or new games. All they care about is making content, and you're watching it, and that's why it's the greatest console ever. Because even if I wanted to, I could just make Switch 2 videos and people would watch them.
You are right. I haven't bought this.
I'm 100% right.
I have no skin in the game.
Greatest ever.
And I've watched more Nintendo content in the last week than I've watched any other content, just because I want to see if what my thoughts were validated or what.
Yep.
And you're getting all the opinions.
I'm seeing videos. I'm bored with it after a week, and is it going to get better? And what games are coming out? And Oh my God, for the love of God. This is the greatest console ever for content creators.
Yeah.
And these creators don't actually play the Switch 2 after a week, so they don't care, Kev.
No.
They're loving every minute of it.
Yeah.
You know?
RGT's views have went up at least 1,000%. Just go look at his channel. He has made 150 Switch videos in the last year, and that is not a hyperbole. He puts out 2 a day now. So he is buying a mansion in Delaware, wherever he's living these days. He's going to have so much money like Scrooge McDuck.
Okay, we got to do the flashback, Kev. But first, before we do the flashback, because it relates what we're going to talk about next.
Okay. All right, guys.
We're moving on to the Switch. Incredible technologies. Another reason why the Switch 2 is going to be great. I'm assuming this is coming out for the Switch 2. Go ahead and talk about it,
the Switch. So, guys, we are getting a Golden Tee collection, 6 games plus Shuffle Shot and World Class Bowling. There's the games right there. It's all the games we know from Golden Tee. But there's a secret weapon in this collection that has never been done before on modern consoles, and it's the ability to use your screens to play this. The Nintendo Switch, the Steam Deck, X Arcade, and on your PS5 Rexer, you can use your trackpad. You know, it's going to be innovative on these stupid games.
Kev, but I paid $700 for a Golden Tee Arcade 1-Up, and you're telling me I can have this for $30?
$30, you can have this. You spent $700.
I can play it with my tank stick since it works with PlayStation. I can play it with PC. I can play. You're telling me I can use it with my X Arcade stick or any other trackball device, technically?
Absolutely. And this has a couple things that were never implemented, like mulligans and practice mode for $29.99.
I can't believe it. I listened to the shills, Kev.
Yeah.
And I paid $700 for an XL Golden Tee.
I don't
know
what to
remember, Kev, if you remember, I had an accident with the Golden Tee that I bought, and I hurt myself.
I vaguely remember.
Let's go to the flashback. Let's show the video. All right. If you guys don't remember, there was I'm just going to play because I covered this in another video, guys. I'm going to show it. We're going to play it. I'm going to full screen it. We're going to be off just so you can see this whole thing. This is the flashback. We're going back in time, and this relates to Golden Tee. Here we go.
Oh, what? Wait, what happened?
Dude, I broke my hand.
Are you
playing a video game?
What video game are you playing?
Kev, I got footage of it.
You had video of you actually breaking your hand?
I got video of it. Here, you want to see? Hold on. Let's put that down so everybody can see.
Let's see.
It's
a cab I've wanted for a long time.
This was painful.
I had really hoped that this edition would.
It hurt.
You hit your hand.
Thinking about it. Oh man.
You look a little different in that video. Oh God, that was that was great. Dude, my acting is a 10 out of 10. What happened?
Well, at first you didn't know.
I didn't know.
You had no idea.
I had no idea. And then you're like,
God,
did you see that?
My hand playing one of Golden Tee, guys. Ow.
This will not happen on this $30 version. Guaranteed.
No, it won't happen on the $30 version. You'll be able to swing through your X Arcade. You'll be able to
your Switch. He lifted the entire unit off the ground. It went off the ground.
I lost some weight since
yeah, I told you look good, man. In that video.
My God, I can't believe these guys were actually shilling that thing. Oh my God. We show a little more where the next time he goes like this.
Yeah, exactly. We're like, look at that. It's so bad.
We showed 19K doing it too one time. He was like,
it was. The club goes halfway. He's in the sand all the time, dude. That's one of my favorite flashbacks now ever.
Oh God, you can't make this stuff up.
You can't make it up.
Can't. It's so great. Throw in the pedestal.
Throw this in a pedestal. Yep.
There we go.
There you go.
Cut your arcade 1-Up in half and somehow plug it into the
HDMI
version of Atari Arcade Classics. These guys are so crazy.
I bet you he doesn't even own that right now. I bet he sold that.
He took a sledgehammer to it. It's such garbage.
$30 instead of $700. Everybody.
Yes. All right. I told you guys why the Switch 2 is the greatest. Kev, I mean, I know you're buying one soon, and we'll see you online playing Mario Kart World in just a few days, I'm sure.
I'll get blue shelled every time I'm in first place.
You're first with 3 seconds
so bad.
left.
3 seconds left. Dude, that literally happens all the time. Like,
yeah. I have interest in a lot of games for coming out, so I don't.
Yeah, so
do I have time for DK Bonanza? I don't know if I have time for it, but
it looks cool. But here's the thing, G4, is that worth not waiting for and getting 6 exclusives by the end of the year? Like, I'm just gonna wait. Gonna wait. Yeah, it's in the landfill. It's exactly where his golden tee is.
Oh God! All right, see you later, guys.
Good stuff, everybody.
Later.
Have a good one.